Ahoy, swabs! Captain Jeff the Pirate here, at your service. And welcome to Captain Jeff Reviews and Questions Adventure Time. Today's episode, Bad Timing. Now, for this episode, the entire episode, most of the screen is some weird multicolored, really trippy effect going on with little creatures dancing around on the sides most of the time. And the main focal point of the episode will be taking place inside the center of a circle, which I will now explain. The episode opens with Princess Bubblegum saying she has found a way to invent a time machine. It's a sphere that be recording all the time. But if you want to travel back in time, you have to be in the sphere. It records what your last few actions were, and then it will send you back to that point. But if you weren't in there beforehand, it doesn't work. So after her demonstration on two weird little creatures, LSP wants to be using it to go back in time to get back together with her boyfriend Brad, even though it doesn't work that way. She leaves in disgust to go drown her sorrows at the nearest candy bar. There she encounters another citizen from Lumpy Space by the name of Johnny, who used to be her classmate in science, and she used to refer to as Ugly Johnny. But with her non-existent relationship status going on, she can't be too picky, so she doesn't call him Ugly Johnny anymore. So the two hang out for a while, chat, and seem to be hitting it off fairly well. Johnny is here in the Candy Kingdom to be selling Lumpy Space gas as some form of energy. So he goes to meet with the princess of the Candy Kingdom. He then comes back and meets with LSP saying he managed to sell the princess on the gas. So he was going to a formal dinner to sort out the final details. But there's only one problem. It's for him and Princess Bubblegum. So he leaves, and Lumpy Space Princess, who's kind of a lumpy space, instead of an R head, she be a lumpy space head. She thinks that Princess Bubblegum be stealing her latest boyfriend. So she spies on them and tries to figure out how to deal with the situation. And the best idea she comes up with is to throw a Molotov cocktail through the front palace window, and then drive the truck full of lumpy space gas through the front door, creating a huge explosion. While Princess Bubblegum goes to investigate the explosion, LSP comes in and finds Johnny. Only LSP has the time travel sphere. She puts Johnny inside of it and says, "I will send you back in time to the point when you loved me, and we can work this all out." So she gets rid of Johnny and goes back to the bar to try to meet him again. But he's not there. But then Princess Bubblegum shows up and tells LSP that since he wasn't recorded previously to that incident, that he is now lost in time. And while saying this, we start to see Johnny appear outside the sphere of the episode in the weird, multicolored area. So now Johnny exists in some alternate time-space reality. So, saddened by this, LSP asks Princess Bubblegum to send her back to when she was first recorded so she wouldn't have to remember Johnny. Excuse me. So Princess Bubblegum complies, and LSP leaves, once again sad and stating, "You don't know what it's like to have heartbreak, Princess Bubblegum. The entire Candy Kingdom loves you." So then Princess Bubblegum sits down and pours herself a strong drink. And that's how the episode ends. Now, I thought this was an okay episode. Very light on the action. It was like maybe only one instance, but it once again just shows the weirdness of LSP. So I give it, let's see, maybe 2 medium thumbs. It wasn't exactly the greatest episode ever, but it wasn't the worst episode either. It's kind of a balance. Yeah, so sorry the episode wasn't the best, and sorry about this review for being late and. So until next time, this be Captain Jeff the Pirate saying, "Arr." And now, last week's episode being Betty, here being me one more question I have about Betty. About that episode. So, yeah, I'm closing out this week's episode with a segment from the previous episode of last week. Thank you for watching.